Peace. An apple is to an orange what a soccer ball is to a basketball. I'm Sun Michaud, language educator, sociolinguist, and linguistic justice advocate, with a quick refresher on understanding analogies. Many people think that analogies are short, descriptive, metaphorical stories that are told to make a point. No, those would be allegories. An analogy is just a comparison between two things. But the comparison can include contrasts. That's right. Two things do not have to be identical to be comparable. For example, you can sit things on top of a brown horse with 4 legs, just as you can sit things on top of a brown table with 4 legs. That doesn't mean that a horse and a table are the same thing. They just have points of comparison. But those points of comparison do not negate the contrasts between them, which is why it's important to understand how to read an analogy. Going back to the beginning, in the equation of an analogy, the single colon represents is to, and the double colon represents what. Therefore, an apple is to an orange what a football is to a basketball. That analogous comparison doesn't mean that an apple is the same thing as a football. The points of comparison are how these objects relate to one another. You see, the apple and the orange are both fruit, in the same way that the football and the basketball are both balls. That doesn't mean that the balls are fruit, or vice versa. Each in their own way, they have something in common, while still being very different from one another. Analogies can also be read as this is the that of those, when discussing traits that this, that, and those have in common. Like, say, for example, when discussing racist states, Texas is the Florida of Tennessee, fixating on the contrast between things that are being compared in an analogy, despite the fact that two things do not have to be identical to be comparable, is missing the point of the analogy. And sometimes people miss the point intentionally. They are committed to missing the point of an analogy that they just don't like. But there again, likeness does not require sameness for an analogy or a comparison to be valid. And there you have it. Quick refresher on analogies. Stitch this or comment below and give me an example of your own. A is to B as 1 is to 2 analogy. Can you think of anything that might apply? We out here.